Hey guys, it's me Kristen. I'm back again with a quick review of my lovely Kindle. I just wanted to let everybody basically know, just like I said, get a quick review. Again, as everyone can see, this one is the white one. Now, the one they have in all the ads and everything, the newer one, is black, but mine is a little older. It's like a year and a half old. I think I got it when I turned 26, and I'll be turning 27 in February, yeah, so it's almost a year old. I take that back. And this was one of the first e-readers. Before the e-Nook, before whatever Sony's is, before all of those, before the iPad. And my Kindle works just great for me. It doesn't have as many features as the iPad, like, I don't really know all the features of the iPad. I just know it doesn't have as many, in that it doesn't have apps like that. But I'll go ahead and tell you what the Kindle does have and what it does. First, as you can see, it's really small and it's really lightweight. See how thin it is? La 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 la. Which that's really great. It makes it convenient for you to carry wherever you go. And I have this handy dandy carrying case. Just a regular black neoprene carrying case that I got on sale for like $12 when I bought the Kindle. So, first, I'll show you where the on and off switch is. If you guys can see that, it's right there. And then I'll go ahead and click the Kindle on. Now, as you can see, the little picture of the tree is going to slowly fade to something else. Okay. This first screen is not the actual screen you would really see. This is what I was looking at last. And this is the experimental screen. And I'm just going to go ahead and read for you what the makers of Kindle said. It says, "We are working on these experimental prototypes. Do you find them useful? Should we continue working on them? We would love to hear what you think, so please send your comments to kindlefeedback@amazon.com. The first thing they have is a basic web launch browser. And it says, select this item to launch our basic web browser. And browse, choose a bookmark, or enter a URL. Works best with websites that are mostly text. And then also, they have where you can play music. You can play MP3s, it says. And it says, select this item to listen to music or podcasts while you read. Hold down the ALT key and press the spacebar to stop or play, or the F key to skip to the next track. Then the next feature is the text-to-speech. It just says, start text-to-speech in the text menu while you're reading, and your Kindle will start reading to you. Hold down the shift key and press the send key to stop or play. So, instead of like the iPad having 50 different things and apps and crap that it can do, the Kindle, besides being an e-reader, so you can read, you can download and read books, it has these three things. It can play music, you can search the web, and the text-to-speech feature, which this works out perfect for me because really that's all I do. I haven't really used the text-to-speech feature, but if somebody wasn't, for instance, able to see the words as well, or had like problematic eyesight, something, that would be good for them. Like my mom, that's what she does. She uses the text-to-speech feature a lot, so she doesn't have to like squint, which that's not a problem for me, but some people it might be. And again, with the Kindle, how the screen is made, you shouldn't really have a problem seeing the actual text. You should be able to read it pretty well, even in like dim light, no light. Like I can basically read in the dark with this, which I know you're not supposed to read in the dark. Oops, but sometimes I do. Sometimes I'm trying to get to a quiet place, and that might be somewhere a little darker, and I don't feel like turning on the light and doing all that. I can still read my lovely Kindle. So what I'm going to do first is go to the home page, and there's a little button that says home. And as you see, it's going to bring up all the contents of my Kindle. Right here in the left-hand corner, it says Kristen's Kindle. You can name your Kindle whatever you want. I just put Kristen's Kindle. It'll show you how many or how much battery space you have left, you know, if you need to charge it or whatever. And then it'll show all the items you have. Right now I have 130 items. And then I have mine sorted by the most recent purchase, basically. Let's see. As you can see, it'll say new right here. Buy something that you just recently bought. There's another one down there. Let's see. As I said, you can just go on any. This is the little OK button down here, and this is where you move, and this is like your cursor and all that. I just moved it down one, and I checked on Definitely Dead, a Sookie Stackhouse novel. I love True Blood. I'm reading through all the books right now. I'm on book number 5. I just bought it today. Okay, so you click OK with the cursor, and as you see, it'll take you to chapter 1. Can I see that? And in the status bar thing, it'll have the title of your book again, and it'll have what % you are done with, like, reading. Like, this is only 1% because this is the first page, the first chapter, and I haven't really read any. Then let's see. You can turn to the next page. There's next page buttons on each side, right here, see, and then right here. And on the first side, on the left-hand side, there's a previous page, so you can go back to the previous page you were on. And then all your number keys and letter keys are down here, and this is like the little space bar. You can highlight things, like if you found a word that you didn't know, for instance, or something, instead of looking it up in a dictionary, there's a dictionary and a thesaurus in here. Like, just for instance, I picked the word brown. Okay, it says brown is an adjective of a color produced by mixing red, yellow, and black as of dark wood or rich soil. And then it says you can hit the little arrow. Here's the little arrow, and it'll show you a broader definition. Ta-da! It tells you brown as an adjective, as a noun, or as a verb. It'll tell you the definition of each, how to use it, what phrases they might be in, or popular phrases with brown, like brown as a berry. And then, after you find out the word you're looking for, or definition or meaning or whatever to that context, just click the back button, and it'll take you back to your page, whatever you were reading. I think that's awesome. And let's see. For the most part, you can basically, like if I click my Kindle off right now, see, turned it off. Okay, there's a little screensaver. Those are lovely birds. When I click it back on, it's going to be on the same page that I left. Even if you go back to your home screen, see, I pushed the home button, and I'm just looking, browsing through all my books. Even if I go back to that, when I go back to that same book, Definitely Dead, a Sookie Stackhouse novel, it's going to be on that same page. It automatically keeps your page for you. I think that's lovely. All my books at home are like dog-eared, like bent them up. Other people hate that. I don't really care, but you don't have to do that anymore. It automatically keeps your page. And let's see what else you can do here. I'm going to push the menu button, and then, ooh, my stomach's growling. Up pops this screen. And on here, you have a tab to turn wireless off. That means you wouldn't be able to shop for anything in the Kindle store. Then it has another tab that says Shop in the Kindle store. The other tab says Go To. That's if you were searching the web or something. Then Sync to furthest page read. Then you can get also a book description. You can search the books for a certain part. You can add a bookmark that's like for different websites or whatever. You can add a note or highlight. And that's what I was showing before with the highlight. Besides just looking up the definition, you can actually highlight certain phrases or whatever you thought were funny or something you liked or whatever, and it'll take note of that. And you can also add notes, like if you were studying off your Kindle or something, if it was like an actual textbook, you can write like simple notes, like just for whatever. And then this is the tab to view notes and marks. And then you can also view popular highlights. And that'll show you anybody else who's read this book. See? Ta-da! Anybody else who has read this book, it'll show whatever they highlighted, any other Kindle users, and show you maybe what they thought was interesting or funny or something they thought, you know, was significant. Like, okay, this one, it says location 2200, so that tells you the location that it is in the story, you know, what page or the exact part, and it says 16 highlighters. Okay, sufficient unto the day is evil thereof. She had explained that that meant that you don't worry about tomorrow or about things you can't change. I tried to practice that philosophy, though. And that was a quote that Sookie in the book said or whatever. And I remember because I thought that was really cool, too. That's when she was talking about one of her grandma's favorite Bible quotes and what it meant and how she helped to live her life through that. But we'll go ahead and close the popular highlights. Let's see, I think I showed you guys everything. Pretty much. Oh, down here is where you put your charger. When it needs to be charged, and there's that little round thing right there. If it needs to be charged, when you plug it up, it'll be orange. If it's charged completely, it'll be green. Pretty simple stuff. This is the volume key. So when you do your text-to-speech, if you want to turn it up or turn it down or whatever you should do, there you go, right there. What else do we have? These little things right here are for the light features. A lot of people like to get lights like that go over their Kindle so they can read actually like in the dark. I don't do that because I can pretty much see it. I know you're not supposed to read in the dark still, but I can still see in the dark, so I don't really have a light that I use. But again, I just want to show you guys my Kindle real quick. This is just a quick review, and I didn't go like in major depth about all the features, but I pretty much went over everything, the basics. I really love the Kindle. I really, really love it. It's been so convenient for me. You can take it wherever you go, like because it's so small. As you can see, I can slip it back in the case. Ooh, there's Virginia Woolf, one of my favorite authors. I slip it back in the neoprene case. Ta-da! It's super light. It's super thin, even in the case. I can just slip it in my purse. I wish I had my purse right here to show you guys, but I don't. Should have had that. And take it wherever I go. If you are waiting for an appointment at the doctor or anything, something like that, bam, there you go. You can pop out your Kindle and keep yourself occupied. And it's wonderful for me because I love to read, like I said, and this is like the greatest invention ever. And I can download at any time any book I want to read. It's excellent. The only thing about that is every book that comes out is not like on ebooks yet. So sometimes some things aren't on here that you want to read. But for the most part, I haven't ran into that problem. Every book that I've wanted to download so far in this year or whatever that I've had it has been on there. So I hope you guys liked my review. If anybody has any comments or questions, feel free to leave them below. I hope everyone liked this video. I hope you subscribe. And if you have anything that you would like to add or anything you could tell me, you know, if you're like super tech savvy and that was retarded, know like about something I don't know about the Kindle or something that could help me or something you think that I would enjoy, please let me know. Thank you guys. Bye.